Oh, Carlos, I love you too, brother. Good to see you. How are you doing? It is Thursday. It is the Deuce of November. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, today is the Deuce of November. Do with that what you will. We have a gaggle of things if you want to open them. Otherwise, I am prepared to just sit here and stare at you for at minimum 1 hour and occasionally have you overhear Jimmy the Breaker in the background.
Hey, sup, man? The Mandalorian.
I'm good, man. It has been today was a bit of a day of rest in my household for me. Hello, lady. Um, Yesterday, in addition to doing all of the shipping, hello, Don. Thank you for the 10-month sub. Appreciate it. In addition to doing like 4 loads of laundry, cooking, being here, um, I did. James's helped him with math. I straightened rooms. I did just so much. Today was like I don't have shipping. I can come in late. Jimmy can have some Chick-fil-A if that's what he wants, and that's what he wanted. So that's it. Jimmy.
Okay, hi guys.
Don says hi.
Hi, because this guy's trying to kill me, so I'm gonna type in "Don't kill me,"
Okie dokie.
and he's chasing me.
Lots of ice on the old knee. Well, I mean, Carlos, we are not spring chickens, man. Surgeries and injuries and just day to day upkeep is a pain. Mac Jones. Second week of chemo. Hey, God bless her, man. From what I have been told, it is some nasty stuff. But I know a lady personally that I get to see probably once every 3 weeks, and her name is Hannah, and it is Doug's wife, and she had years of it, and she is just as wonderful as ever. So there is light at the end of that tunnel, and it is not always a train. Yep. Gotta shave, man. Gotta if it's gonna take it, take the power and shave it yourself. I don't know who's been spreading lies, but I have not been on my Ice Wolf. Yeah, see, that's right. Cindy is also a survivor. Yep. So I mean, eventually I'll have to go through it too. Is what it is, man. It's a sad state of affairs. I'm just waiting for them to officially link most of it to the preservatives in our food so that America can get like the rest of the world and ban all of the chemicals that are in our food and the processing of our food. I have a feeling there's a reason we're leading the world in cancer, and it's because we have some of the loosest regulations on food. Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but don't let the government lie to you. Go to France, go to England, go basically anywhere, including Canada. And half of the food that we eat would be considered poisonous and would not be legal to sell in those countries. If you don't believe me, Google it. I'm simply telling you truth. What's good, chefs? Somebody's phone died. Looking at you, chef. What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. A lot. It is true. It is a fact. It is a sad fact. A lot of the preservatives and the ways that we chemically process food is illegal in the rest of the world. I'm going to say that again. It's not just banned. It's actually illegal. If that food was not imported from America and was made by somebody there, they would shut them down and fine them heavily for putting the stuff that we put in our food. So listen, am I saying there's a correlation? Yes. Can I legally say that? No. And the views of DC the Breaker are not that of DCD Collects. But it's true. KP, what's up, man?
KP, man.
It is just it's our food is bad for us here. That's and to eat organically is so expensive in America that it's nearly impossible. You have to have, either you live alone and have no children or animals in a one bedroom apartment that you pay $1,000 for, and then maybe you can afford to eat healthy. But if anything is not what I said above, if you will have a girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, wife, mistress, cantaloupe that is your favorite fruit, dog, cat, fish, bird, you can't afford to eat healthy. So currently Kenny Pickett, looking like a rookie, is playing against Will Levis, who is a rookie that last week looked like a veteran. The Will is off to a really tough start. I want to point out currently the first quarter just ended of the football game, and there were more penalties in the first quarter than any other game this season already in that game. Pretty insane how many penalties there have been so far. Mostly on the Steelers, or at least it was. I think that when I turned the game off, Titans were getting flagged for their fourth. But I'm not here to talk football necessarily. I'm here to talk art. And about how I'm losing the feed right now. It's orange, back to yellow, and we're back at green. Okay. It was just a hiccup. We left off yesterday with some Monster Mash and me doing a giveaway involving a Gremlins stripe collectible, and taking a look at the list. Two of the three spots required for that giveaway have been met. So all we have to do is just sell one Monster Mash. And then we will be doing a giveaway. Right now, Lady has a 33% chance. Councilman Chef has a 33% chance. Somebody needs the Michael Jordan box to get the other 33% chance. And then one of your names goes there.
Yep.
Also got Amalgamation. That's a short run. Lots of fun. Space Spectacular is almost gone. Team Ups, about halfway there. Turtles, about halfway there. And Zeo, don't forget, we have Zeo with plenty of giveaways. And that's all I have to say about that. Talking art is football, if you're talking Monk. Exactly. Hellbolt, exactly. It's easier to get two pizzas than a salad and a juice. And it's sad because junk food is so accessible to people who have limited funds. It is. I mean, there have been, I want to say there was a lawsuit in like the 90s against, I don't remember what company it was. Not the McDonald's lawsuit, not the Super Size Me lawsuit. But there was another lawsuit about some processing plant that made processed food that was relabeled with multiple different companies. And it was basically like they could pump so many chemicals into this food that it will last, 6 months. And it's pennies on the dollar because it's mechanically separated chicken and something else. Chef got his phone back. So yeah, it is, nah. It's meh. It's what it is. I'll just drink water. I mean, with that said, I did have some M&Ms before I went live.
Same.
So, yeah. Ice Wolf's like, I had a former coworker who decided that her and her hubby would eat healthy, so they did salad for lunch with literally a 2-inch layer of ranch dressing on top. Yeah. Spoilers, folks. It's what you put on the salad that's bad for you. So if you're drowning it in blue cheese or ranch, you're not really doing the healthy thing. That's why typically in Europe you'll see the balsamic vinaigrettes. You will see the oil and vinegar. The even the Italian, which not creamy Italian, if you get regular Italian, is substantially less fatty than anything that is cream based, i.e., blue cheese, i.e., anything dairy. So, um, get vinaigrettes. Honestly, it's an acquired taste. After your third salad, you're like, oh, this is really good. Get a raspberry vinaigrette. Treat yourself. I was rolling on the floor as she said it. I would point at them and laugh. Same one that told her car note company that she couldn't make her monthly payment because her wages were garnished for defaulting on her last car note. There you go. There you go. Blue cheese is healthy if it is with chicken wings, as long as you eat the celery and carrots too, because the celery has negative calories. It actually costs more calories to masticate and digest the celery than you get from the celery. So by adding that to the blue cheese and the wings, you actually have removed some of the calories of the above foods. KP says, I eat my salads with no dressing and I get weird looks. Well, KP, it's probably because you are on your hands and knees in the middle of a garden chewing on lettuce that hasn't been picked yet. You have to wash it first and put it preferably in a bowl. Outback's blue cheese vinaigrette is the only one I like. I've never heard of a blue cheese vinaigrette. I guess it's possible. It must be if you've had it. I don't think I'd try that though. I mean, honestly, I would just give me a handful of croutons and some blue cheese dressing, and I'll just dip the croutons in the blue cheese dressing and call it a meal. That's how I roll. Trying to think. There's something at Outback I liked, and it wasn't the. Oh no, I'm thinking of Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse had those yeast rolls with the honey butter. It's like a honey cinnamon butter. That's what I was thinking of. Not Outback. I was thinking Roadhouse. Elbow's like, I'll roll with butter. I do. I have been lying to Mrs. the Breaker. She insists on like whole milk, extra fat, salted butter. And I have been getting unsalted butter. That is like 2% milk or milk less milk fat butter. And she hasn't noticed yet, or at least hasn't said anything. What's going on, Dangle? Howdy ho, neighbor. Dangle, we were just talking about our favorite dressings for salad, and Dangle, before you ask, a salad is the green thing in the bowl that comes before the meal that you don't ever eat. That thing. Dangle, I was reviewing the feed yesterday, and I was watching some memes today, and I was flabbergasted to really realize, and I don't know if you know this, even though you said it yesterday, but I just wanted to reiterate in case you forgot from yesterday. Did you know that the Seattle Mariners have never won the World Series? It blows my mind that Ken Griffey Jr. was one of the greatest baseball players to ever live, and yet even he couldn't get Seattle to the promised land. And Carl's like, and now we will see DC tomorrow with a black eye. No, Mrs. the Breaker is smart enough to hit me where it doesn't leave marks, or at least where it leaves marks that you can't see on screen. She's smart. Griffin and A Rod. Was that when A Rod was cheating? Or was that a different A Rod? I said never got him to the promised land. I didn't even mention the winning part. I just said they never got him to the promised land. Kidneys? Yeah. Yeah, I was now mind you, I was taking pre-med courses for sports medicine. I was going to go to SUNY Brockport to do sports medicine. And I was taking anatomy and physiology 1 and 2 at the same time because I convinced the teacher that I was smart enough to do it. And I had a perfect score in both of those classes before I dropped out. And I was still shook to realize that the kidneys were not in your lower back.
Daddy, can you stop? That would make me, well, puke.
Kidneys?
Yeah, don't say that.
Kidneys?
Yes,
Why?
because.
They're just kidneys.
What is kidneys?
Exactly. You don't even know what they are.
Let me guess. They're on your knees?
No.
Kids.
No.
See, told you I don't know who they are.
Dorkosaurus Rex.
Daddy, no. I'm the Dorkosaurus Rex. Fine.
I love you.
Buddy.
Yeah, to realize that your kidneys are actually partially covered by your rib cage and are not in your lower back. I think that is the number one most shocking thing I learned in anatomy and physiology. Besides the fact that, contrary to popular belief, your heart is not on the left side of your body. Your heart is in the center of your body. It is tilted left, but it is covered mostly by your sternum. They are beans. They are beans. That is true. So, two huge misconceptions that Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2, technically just Anatomy and Physiology 1, is your kidneys are not in your lower back, and your heart is indeed in the center of your chest. Dangle's like, yeah, they tied the 1906 Cubs with 116 wins.
No way. Shut.
I mean, there's a certain pitcher for the Dodgers that will tell you everything changes in the playoffs. Too soon? Too real?
Oh my god.
Ichiro! I like Ichiro. I got to see him play. I think it was a Yankee.
No. My god just got destroyed. No.
Yeah, it was a Yankee.
Are you okay? No. Why you asking? He spoke Willis.
I got to watch Derek Jeter's farewell tour when it came to Houston. And Ichiro was on the team with Jeter. So I got to see Ichiro and Jeter at the same time. What up, nerd? Out of curiosity, are any of the big hits in the anime box live? Yeah, basically all of them, because we've only sold 4 out of 40. So by all means, feel free to buy them. I could pull out stacks of hits from that. Where do we begin? How about this one? How about this one? And this one? How about 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 this one? And don't forget, at the end, we're giving away an actual... I just burped into the microphone. I'm sorry. This is an actual preliminary art This was underneath the cell of the original Bleach series. We actually got this from a friend in Japan who was able to acquire it. The giveaway is literally an iconic piece of art from Bleach. Like, this is not a print. This is the original art from Bleach. So, yes, nerd. Plenty of hits. Tout está bien?
See,
Dangle, you know he could still play. He just chooses not to. He just doesn't want to go through the calisthenics. He wants to be on his own time. I wait a second. Time out. Dangle. I at no point said the M's are terrible. I never said that. I said I couldn't believe. I said I couldn't believe that they didn't get to the promised land. I at no time said they were terrible. You can rewind the video. I actually am saying quite the opposite. I am saying they're so good that I'm shocked historically that they didn't go. That's all I'm saying. I never said they were bad. I never even inferred they were bad. If you thought I was inferring they were bad, maybe you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I said having Junior on the team and not making it blows my mind. Oh, no, man. No. Quite the opposite. I started the convo by saying you might not know this, but it's shocking to find out. Seattle never went to the World Series, even though they had Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, and a gaggle of other massive talents.
do you love me? Is what you're trying to say? Or
Absolutely love you. Bad is a relative term in baseball. That's one of the great things about baseball. Define good. Most people will define it if you don't win the World Series, you're a bad team. You could have 100 and, over 100 wins, and people are like, oh, they're a bad team, they didn't win. No, they were a good team. But you are correct about one part of that statement. I don't follow baseball at all anymore. I have lost all of my love for baseball. I played baseball for 4 years in my youth and loved baseball and was a huge Mets fan, and then became an Astros fan just to have my fandom shat upon by them being awful cheaters, and that's it. I'm done with baseball. Baseball is poopy to me now. Trevor can have all the baseball he wants. That's his stuff. They did have Randy Johnson, who, by the way, Randy Johnson, absolutely amazing photographer. If you haven't seen Randy Johnson photography, you have to go follow him on Instagram. Send him a message, say, hey, DC the Breaker told me to follow you because you are so awesome. He'll get it. But Randy Johnson photography, Randy Johnson, amazing, especially his wildlife stuff, unbelievably good. I'm not just saying that because he's the big unit. I'm saying it because the dude has an eye with the camera. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. No, this was a fluke year in the playoffs. Yeah, everyone said that. Yeah. Yep. Which Will Smith, the catcher or the pitcher? The pitcher that won three World Series with three different teams in a row, or the catcher who didn't? Yeah, I think Will Smith, the pitcher, should be like, all right, everybody, My salary just doubled. If you want to win the World Series, I now need twice as much money per year. And I'm only signing 1 year contracts moving forward. That's it. That is how you capitalize on your fame. And then if the next team you go to you lose, you blame the team. You guys stink. I'm out because you're on a 1 year contract. You don't care. Like, PU, you stink. I'm out. That's how you roll if you're Will Smith. Not that Will Smith. Sadly, Jimmy only knows Will Smith for slapping somebody. He doesn't know the amazing actor that was Will Smith.
Okay.
That used to be Will Smith. No. Sit. Be good. Be good or I'll tickle you until you poop your pants.
Okay, tickle me.
I can't, I'm working. It'll be after the show. And then you'll be sad because nobody will hear your screams as you're pooping while I'm tickling you. Paul Moisland is here. What up, man? Show him the Men in Black? I know. Actually, I think he's seen Men in Black.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's seen Men in Black. I'm pretty sure he saw Men in Black 2. What else is he's seen other Will Smith stuff. Yeah.
I saw
No Longer Fresh or Jiggy
like
in the Wild Wild West. You know what? I don't care what anybody says. I liked Wild Wild West. I don't care what anybody says. Was it a turd sandwich of a movie? Absolutely. Absolutely a turd sandwich of a movie. Was it mindless indulgence in just ridiculousness? Absolutely. The moment they were projecting the last person's vision through their dead eyeball, I was like, this is the movie for me. This has jumped the shark so many times that the shark is anticipating the jump and jumping behind the jumper of the shark so that it's a double jump. Wild Wild West was better than Jonah Hex. I didn't even bother to watch Jonah Hex. I didn't even bother. I didn't bother. I own OG Jonah Hex comics. Like the old ones, and I don't bother. No. Carlos is like I did. I saw it twice. Carlos has a Jonah Hex tattoo on his buttock. He's like, yeah, we're busy with it. I know. That's why I didn't watch it. I was like, $18 to watch poop or $18 to buy a pre-roll and watch reruns of Beavis and Butthead. I'll take the pre-roll in Beavis and Butthead. Don't worry, Jimmy. The only good thing about Jonah Hex is Megan Fox's dress. She has gotten, what's the word I'm looking for? Less palatable as time has gone on. So bad, forgot Megan Fox was in it. Yeah, back in the day. What a pre-roll? Oh, Dangle, what state do you live in? Hold on, wait, I have to look. You're an Oregon man. You know exactly what a pre-roll is. I don't need to tell you it's legal there. You already know. Jimmy, listen, Jimmy is going to grow up realizing that it's around, realizing he's not allowed to do it till he's 21. and to be responsible about it. That is the thing. It's like having a gun in the home. A child could know that there's a gun in the home, and as long as they know they're not allowed to touch it, and that it's something that they will learn about later in life, it's not a bad thing. It also means, like a gun, you need to keep it out of their reach, locked up, and in a safe place where they can't get to it even accidentally. There is no difference between the two because both could have severe implications in somebody's life. So that is how I treat that, and that's how he will. Exactly.
She what?
The Quick and the Dead, I like that. I even liked what was the other one?
Wait, there's a quick in the Jimmy?
Jimmy, buddy. Tabletta. Ferme la bouche.
That means.
Cállate.
Which means shut up.
Ferme la bouche.
Shut up. Shut up.
Merci beaucoup.
Shut up.
Quick and the Dead, yeah. Yep, I like Quick and the Dead. What was I watching? Tombstone. I watched Tombstone the other day. I forget how good Tombstone was. And how they did interweave actual things that happened in that movie. They did take a lot of liberties. But yeah. The real life Johnny Ringo, the real life Johnny Ringo was found with a bullet hole in his temple. And the idea was he shot himself when the walls were closing in around him. But I want to say somewhere I read that it was on the opposite hand that he held a gun with. So he was right-handed, but it was on the left side, or he was left-handed, and I was on the right side. And that is why they went with the whole Val Kilmer quick drawing and winning thing. Deadwood and the movie. I never saw the movie. I did watch the show. The show was great. I remember when it came out, and my dad watching it every Sunday or whatever it was when it was the new episode. I like that Nerd was teasing us about manga anime and then just left us hanging.
Speaking of anime, I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z.
We did watch some Dragon Ball Z today, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, my favorite one where was Gohan was getting trained by Piccolo.
Gohan, yeah, Gohan turns into the monster.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. And I thought, oh yeah, no wonder why I thought Goku didn't own until when they said that yes, he turned into like a freaking bear Godzilla.
Yeah.
A big giant Godzilla, but it's a bear instead, like King Kong. But he's like the size of freaking King Kong, but taller than Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Dangle's like, the real Val Kilmer probably would have beaten Johnny Ringo in a gunfight. Just saying. Yeah, Johnny Ringo was not a fair fighter. Apparently, there was a Donner Party movie with Crispin Glover. So, Crispin Glover and French Stewart. I don't like either of them. French Stewart, I just don't. I have no. By the way, I have no reason not to like French Stewart, other than I just don't like him as an actor. He might be a good person. I don't know. I never really Googled him. But when I see French Stewart on the screen squinting at his co-star, I just want to slap the television screen. And yeah, right. French Stewart and Stargate was an abortion of justice. And Crispin Glover, everything I read about him is the dude's just straight weird, like just an oddball individual. Like his allegedly his demeanor matches his looks. I just both of them, like I see them even in Back to the Future. I'm like, how can you get off the screen? Where's Michael? Put Michael back on the screen. I don't want to look at you. I want to see Michael.
Wait, not me?
Jimmy, I am working, honey. I love you with all of my heart, but I am working. Would you like me to get you your own channel?
Yes.
We will talk to mommy about you getting your own channel. And I'm sure there's at least a dozen people in this chat that would chat with you.
Maybe.
And probably ask you questions about your dad.
Maybe some type of people on your stream should probably watch my video.
Yep, there you go, see?
On YouTube. If you want you guys to see me then.
The guy who played Biff? Give him some headphones? Oh, no. KP. Oh, we are being informed that it is a severe Alpha Delta Hotel Delta. I spelled that phonetically for you. And not to get into too many personal things, but additional complications to that. So there is a compulsion to constantly, and it's something that we don't know how we can stop. It's complicated. We're going through a thing now. So I'm going to leave it at that because I don't think Mrs. the Breaker wants me talking too much about it yet. I wish headphones were the answer. I wish occupying the time with anything stimulating was the answer. It's not though. It is. I'm a very tired person these days. All those different biffs, the guy has range. No, he does have range. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, Crispin Glover, French Stewart. I can't. I don't. I won't. Him in Stargate, and I will tell you this. Stargate is Doug's, I believe, favorite movie ever. He obsesses. He owns massive props from that film. Very key props, hero props from that film. He is a fan of the series. So is Lee Cozy. Lee Cozy is a massive Stargate fanatic as well. I had never seen it until about 2-3 years ago because they were talking so highly of it that I had to go watch the movie. I tried to watch the show, I just couldn't get into it. Mr. Strickland was my favorite minor character in the Back to the Future. Yeah, Adam Sandler and Penelope Cruz. You don't like either of them? Penelope Cruz, I liked her in Vanilla Sky. Is that how Doug and Lee met? I don't know how Doug and Lee first met.
Maybe I can find them there.
Um,
Don't really want to find it. It's an opportunity. What's your name?
Adam Sandler, I liked his early stuff when he was just a a wackadoo when he was still doing stand up. Um, yeah, I haven't like. Don't get me wrong. His most recent one, what is it? The where he's the diamond the gem dealer. He was actually really good in that. He played a despicable character, and he did it really really well. Um, I will say he did fantastic in that film. I just eh. Oh, he's going to Buffalo? Was it Uncut Gems? I thought Uncut Gems was the show. It's probably Uncut Gems. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot. I don't know everything. And I don't want to BS that I know everything. I try to know as much. I like to think of myself as a pop culture renaissance man and not a traditional renaissance man because, quite frankly, I didn't bother learning carpentry. So I'm sticking with just a pop culture renaissance man. Try to know a little bit about everything, but not mastering everything. I want to be the Da Vinci of pop culture without having to do all the drawing and creating tanks. Just rubs you the wrong way. I get it, man. That's how I am with French Stewart. Like I liked Third Rock from the Sun, and it just was like, why do you have lines? Why do you have lines? So bad. Carlos, is he doing stand up in Buffalo or is he shooting a film in Buffalo? I'm just rewording Don's question. To do stand up? Um, so chances are Sarah Sherman will be opening for him. Sarah Sherman actually has been opening for him on most of his shows lately. And if he's going to be in New York and she's in New York City, I would not be surprised if Sarah Sherman does a set um, there, especially if it's like a Sunday or a Monday. If it's a Friday or Saturday, then obviously she won't be there. You were extra in The Librarians? I didn't know that. I like The Librarians. I haven't seen all of them. I started watching the series. I liked it. Are you drawing DC like one of your French girls? Hold on, let me help you. All right, Carlos. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't hold this pose, so feel free to take a screenshot. Stop moving. No, no, never do the Burt Reynolds rug photo. Ever. Burt Reynolds, yeah. There's T-Bone. He came in at the right time. Listen, man, I could Burt Reynolds. The problem is it's blonde. I'm just saying. I need a bearskin rug. I'm down. Let's do the Burt Reynolds. All right. Nerd is like, all right, get to work, you filthy animal. Get to work, you filthy animal. All right. Let's do this.
My stomach's rumbling.
Wow. I was so not ready for that I didn't even bother opening the spreadsheet for it. That tells you how many of those we've sold. Oh, you get the ballerina box. Well, hey there. You also get the Naruto figure. Hey there, look at you winning a whole bunch of stuff. Tiger King version of Burt Reynolds? I love it. I love it. I think that's the best. Deuce, deuce. Listen, I don't, what do you mean what just happened? You get a Naruto figure. Because I said about 2 months ago the next person who buys one is going to get a figure. So, I'm saying, there it is. I wasn't lying. I've been holding on to this waiting for somebody to buy one. Sorry, Hellbolt, your freebie did not count as a purchase. So, Nerd is getting it. I'm going to tell you, the next box is number 28, and it feels heavier than 22. Use that information however you wish. Just saying. I had to flip box 28 on its side, and 28 is heavier than 22. Paul says we are going to do the Decadently Deviant DC break, also known as Triple D. What up, saucy boy? How are you doing? Careful, he's saucy. www.dcdcollects.com is the website that you can purchase any of our curated art boxes. 100% of them have original art in there. I'm great. You're about to see a good example. DCD Collects presents manga and anime. It is Chris Turt Puzzlin Collier, Jess Cuff, Don Wynn, and Sean the Sketch Ghoul MacArthur. 22 of 40. Nerd. This one is yours. You also get the Naruto figure and whatever's inside this box. Let's hope for a hit. Dang, he's jealous. Sticker to match your figure. Sticker. Hey, look, sticker. Oh my goodness, sticker. I'm not done yet. Sticker. And wait for it. Sticker. Oh, parental advisory. Sticker. Sticker. Ooh, sticker. Brace. Hey, listen, if you want to do a Cassandra Peterson version of me, I'm in. I love Cassandra. Sticker. 2 stickers. Hey, look, it's a postcard One Punch Man. Sticker. This must have been one of the last boxes we made because we dumped all of the stickers in here. Hey, look, sticker. Hey, look, sticker. Oh, hey, look, a sticker. Ah, now we got a pin. Hey, look, sticker. Oh, man, some original art. Wow, that is good. Super Saiyan 2 Goku from Dragon Ball Z 1 of 1. Sean the Scowl. Man, this is so nice. Look at this one. Come here. This one is from Sketch School. And this is when Goku went Super Saiyan.
I mean, I have two different types of Gokus.
I know you do. Look at this one.
Super Saiyan and the normal one that I made.
There you go.
There's a difference between them.
Actually, I have to tell you, there is no lie when I say one of my favorite artists in this break, no offense to Donwin or Jess or Chris, the way that Sketch School attacked this one is spectacular. He really did a great job, and he varied his pieces. He did them in a style that I haven't seen him do regularly, and it is definitely something that he needs to lean into on his projects. It's good stuff. Also, you have a sticker, little Death Note action. But wait, there's more. Oh goodness, what's this? What's this? What's this? Hey. Oh, what? Hello. How about a little Don Win? How about a dually? It's a twofer. Don Win and Sketch School. Congratulations. I wish we had more manga and anime fans because we really did put a pile of stuff into these. There you go, Duder. Congratulations. He did. Lower left-hand corner of his was signed. Don's hit, his Akira motorcycle is unbelievable. It's one of my favorite things that he's done for us, larger format. This right here. Unbelievable. Whoever gets this, I'm not gonna lie, low-key jelly. I dig it. His other big hit is also pretty dang amazing. Oh yeah, we're gonna, by the way, as you know, it's 29 days to LA Con. We will be at LA Con. We will be bringing this with us to LA Con. I'll have to talk to you before you go to the post office. All right. I'll go to the post office on Tuesday. So get with me anytime before then. But no, like legit is a stacked product. We brought it to We brought it to San Diego Comic-Con. It just didn't hit the way it could have. Everybody loved the art. Everyone was trying to buy the pieces from us. But they wouldn't do the curated art boxes. We told them, hey, there's a lot of stuff in these boxes. The hits fall like one every 4, one every 3.6 or whatever it was. And just it didn't take like our other stuff did. I mean, the Kai stuff all sold out. I mean, we moved other items that fell by the wayside. So it is going to come to LA Con. We do expect it to move at LA Con. We're also going to be configuring our shelves a little bit differently. That one will probably be a little bit more prominent front and center. Yeah, Don, I don't expect to bring that home from LA Con. Last year when we went to LA Con, it was very anime centric. Very anime centric. So yeah. We are expecting it to be a bit of a mover. I mean, we still have like 32 boxes of it. So there's enough. There's enough to go around. Let's actually do some math here. Hold on. $832. It's about 1 in. Oh, I'll just do the math. I'm not gonna be lazy. I'll do the math. 32 divided by 8. 4. So 1 in 4. 25% chance at a hit right now. So there you go. 1 in 4. Plus the Bleach giveaway. What else do I have? Lee is it's not actually Lee, isn't it? Saga that's live doing the Doctor Who. I was watching a little bit earlier on my burner account because I didn't want to have to answer any questions. There was only like 3 people in there. So if I walked in with my DC the Breaker account, I wouldn't want to be like, oh no, Lee, I love you, yes. And a lot of Demon Slayer costumes this Halloween. Should.
Yeah.
It's such a good.
I saw one when I was a Mandalorian, and there's one with like the sword and the person that like has the red thing on the scar on their forehead.
Yep, the main character.
Who is that?
I don't know. I watch it with Japanese with English subtitles, so I can't read that fast. And my memory is garbage. I just call him Demon Slayer. It's amazing though.
It's pretty good.
Am I gonna see the Bills versus the Chargers in LA in December? As a matter of fact, I am. I will be going with James, my brother Nathan from New York.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you're going.
Yay!
And Mrs. the Breaker. Nerds like I did a thing. All right, let me see what we do here. See what we did. You did a thing. That's a thing. It is a thing. It's totally a thing. Now we get to see the heavy box. Well, heavier. I mean, the term heavy is relative. And another one. Another one. Another one. We the best breakers. And another one. Nerd. All right. We're at it again. DCD Collects presents manga and anime. Chris Collier, Sean MacArthur, Don Wynn, and Jess Cuff. Original art in every box. Nerd, you got 28 out of 40. And we are asking for no whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Big money. Big money. No whammies.
Did I want to see my character?
Card by Kevin P. West. Show me, Poppy. Looking good, dude.
I actually have wanted bounty $41 and I have 133 and I just lost 2 of them. So
Well, I mean, that might explain why it was so much heavier. I completely forgot that Chainsaw Man #1 was in there.
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Wait, can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. You gotta be kidding me. Man.
Oh, yeah. Tatsuki Fujimoto. I mean, that's a good start, am I right?
Don't show them.
Oh, don't worry, I won't show them. So, I mean, it's a book. And every book needs a bookmark. How about a super fancy Lucky 7 bookmark from a show that is taking live action anime by storm? It's a little One Piece. I mean, it says 24 karat gold. I doubt that it is 24 karat gold. I am going to probably say it's not. But it is cool. I mean, it is cool. Can't deny that. Let me find a page. There you go. Somebody is going to have to translate this. I don't know what it is. It's probably something very nasty about my mom. Speaking of mom. Hey, look, One Punch Man. And there's Demon Slayer. Hey, look, First Form. Cresting Wave. And that one. And Noodles. And that one. Hello there. Hwah. Okay. More Demon Slayer. You have girl's face. You have lady face. Booyakasha. And some art. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. My, oh my, it's another sketch school. How about Sailor Mars? from Sailor Moon. I like that he did Shoulders Up. He didn't go for the easy W, and he went shoulders up. He could have gone waist up and really made this his own, but he chose the classy route and went shoulders up. He went bust without bust. There you go, man. Booby. He went away from boobage and just went shoulders. We did have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun buying those boxes. Or buying the stuff for the boxes. We had fun shopping. That was one of those projects that was definitely easy to put together. Oh, nice, Don. Where you going? By the way, I was only mildly shocked to hear about Lowe from Lowe's Toy Attic talking poorly about Pulp 716 closing. I always got a bad vibe from Lowe. For those who don't know, I actually lived like I still own the house. I have a house about 4 doors down from Lowe's Arcade. And that gentleman of ill repute really showed his colors when talking about the unfortunate closing of Pulp 716. And I definitely will not ever go back to Lowe's Arcade if I have ever back in my neighborhood. Very distasteful. Very distasteful comics. I was a fan of the Ghostbusters pinball machine. And I didn't like the way he did business with the toys and the comic books. His comic books, he has piles of comic books, and he would never price them. You would pick out what you want, and then he would go online and look up the price and charge you like 10% below comp. And it was like, yeah, no, I'm not paying for that. Either you put a price on it or I'm just not buying anything from you. And he was part of the reason that I started really spending a lot of money at Pulp 716. Was I got left such a bad taste in my mouth, and Pulp 716 was so helpful, and the staff were great. That there was no reason to give patronage to Lowe's Arcade. On Pine Street in Lockport, New York. Not worth it. Not that I would ever specifically call out Lowe's Arcade on Pine Street in Lockport, because that would be rude. But karma's a bee. Dangle. Dangle do. Dangle, what you gonna get? Say it out loud, homie. What you gonna get? I know, Don, you are a wonderful human being, bud. Dangle's like, yo, it's cut sig, baby. That's what's happening right now. 2023 Pieces of the Past by Super Break. One time edition Series Uno. Another Trump inaugurational invite. There you go. Hugest crowd ever. Largest, most robust crowd in the history of crowds. I mean, spoilers, it really wasn't. The photographs were not a lie. The attendance really wasn't there. Not his fault, though. It was a bad time of year. All right, Hellbolt, love you, man. Oh, no big deal. It's just some George Washington. Nope. No big deal. It's just a little handwriting sample of George Washington. No biggie. Would you look at this? Oh, would you look at this? Yep. Good old G-Dub. Mount Vernon's own. That is a good one. I concur. I concur. See if we can top it with a cut sig, though. Oh, look, it is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Rock me, Amadeus. Yep, weren't gonna beat that Washington. Eh. Hey man, 50% is not bad. That was it. That was the last of those. We're sold out of those now. Those are gone. We'll have to fill that spot with something. Something. Okay, I got an idea. Wolfgang Puck. I love it. Hydrate, good idea. How many hydrates equal a shotgun? I mean, it's water. If it was a beer, it would be worth it, but I mean, I don't see a point in shotgunning water, considering we've already seen me drink 4 cans in one show and proving that I can hold my water for a day. No matter how hard I have to go, I can still hold. It's a Navy thing. Chef knows. Chef gets it. One of the things that they actually test you for in boot camp at a thing called battle stations is one of the rules is you're not allowed to pee for 24 hours. You have to hold your pee pee for 24 hours. Not hold your pee pee, but you can't urinate for 24 hours. So it is. Oh, hey Lee, hey, perfect time. I'm just talking about urinating and you just trickle on in. Choice. Slancha. Hello, Lee Cozy and Cozy Art. Let's send the Raiders a whole bunch of love. Send them that love. I love you, little brother love. First of all, how well did the Doctor Who go? Did we get any numbered cards? I was using my my Ghost account to watch Saga earlier. I didn't want to make my presence known. Anything numbered? Anything to get excited about? I saw a couple of things that were pulled. I did not see the whole break though. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully it was successful. Yeah, we were actually, you missed it, Lee. We just opened up two of the manga anime breaks, and they were filled with some goodness by Sketch Ghoul Sean MacArthur. Then we hit up a couple of the super breaks, actually sold out of the one time. That had a George Washington handwriting sample in it. So honestly, you're about an hour and 15 minutes into what has already been a pretty good start. Nerd got some goodies. Shout out to the Raiders. Cozy Art. ASMR Miyu. Hello, Chromarian. How you doing? Fuji. What up, man? Always good to have you jump in, Jason. How are you? Jill Chet Art. Chet Art. Hey, how are you? Mark Zink. Mandala, always a blessed pleasure to have you electronically in our presence. Mandala, love you, man. Motley, how are you doing? Sam, what's up? Triad. Yo Kai. Yo Kai. What's up? How you doing? I hope you're all well. I hope all of you are well. I hope everybody's day has been splendiferous up until this moment, and I hope your day maintains that splendiferous momentum into the evening and carries over until your tomorrow. For those who are in the other hemisphere where it is already tomorrow, good day, and I hope your weekend is good. Oh, no, nothing? Okay. Eh, weird but fun is always good. Yeah, the serial numbered are a less than 1% chance in all products. So technically, the only cards that are numbered, based on what I read, this somebody could correct me. Only the 13 doctors are numbered. They are limited to 501 through 515. The first Doctor is numbered out of 501. The 13th Doctor is numbered out of 513. fill in the blanks in the middle. And it is only the TARDIS dressed cards that have that as a parallel. So if you do the math, 513 plus 512 plus 511, all the way down to 501, and then multiply that so that it is 1%, you can see exactly how many packs they made. So if you want to do the math, you can. It's possible. They're not going to tell you how many packs they made, but they kind of gave you the ability to do the math by announcing the numbering of the cards. So 501 and through 513. I do the math, but I can't do math and entertain you unless I did the math on paper, and that would just be ridiculous and embarrassing because I have trouble carrying the two. So that's why I switched to. Never mind. Anyway, so where are we now on the list? That is a great question. Let's find out. Boop. We now are up to number 27 in manga. Monster Mash looking for that final spot to then give away the stripe figure. It's a 1 in 3 chance. Amalgamation is alive and well. Achoo! And apparently it makes me sneeze. Space Spectacular is Lee Cozy art. Now, I don't know if people from Lee Cozy's stream actually like Lee Cozy drawing Star Wars, but if you did and you're a fan of autographs, then there are only 5 left of those. Thanks, T-Bone. Team-ups are here, box 22 and 23 respectively. TMNT, still alive and kicking, still great giveaways there. And Zeo. Zeo still has a pack with every single book, with about a 1 in 4 chance at a pop right now. So yeah, there are goodies galore. Thanks, lady. I mean, if you're into awesome things and original art, that supports the artists directly, but what do I know? All right, what's the score of the game? It is coming back from the half. We have a score of 13-13. Doesn't get much more even than that. I had it in my cart, but I decided to grab the last 2 super breaks instead. I'm sorry, Lee. Well, Dangle, I wasn't going to tell them what you had in your cart. Thank you for ratting on yourself. You would probably not do well under cross-examination. So do yourself a favor and don't get arrested. This has given me all the information I need to know that you would not fare well on the witness stand. I took the over at 39.5 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. And they're at what, 26? So we need 2 touchdowns. Need 2 touchdowns. That's a good take. That's a good get. What was it, like plus 115? Plus 120? I would love to know the odds on that. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, plus 115, plus 20, don't worry about it. You don't need to know. Before the game, it was 36 and a half. Well, they were already saying Will Levis had an under-over of 1.5 touchdowns, and people were taking the under. So they weren't expecting a high-scoring affair. Even though Levis had 4 touchdowns last game, the Steelers' defense are a heck of a lot. At negative 115? Yeah, I figured it'd be about 115. I just had the wrong side of the odds. But yeah, they said it was going to be a low scoring affair. Sapporo says, I will be shocked if the Sharks don't lose by at least 2 goals. I have not caught a single hockey game yet. I want to. I love hockey. I really do. It growing up was arguably my favorite sport until it was my favorite sport. I'm not even gonna I can't sugarcoat it. Hockey was my favorite sport before football was. When I was introduced to football as a player at age 13, I had been playing hockey from like age 4. Um, and football changed that. Sapporos is like, they're the worst team I've seen in like 15 to 20 years. Uh, and the sad thing is, the NHL is a lottery, so that doesn't even help them very much. Now, I do know that Lee Cozy just arrived. However, we are already on an hour and a half. So I am going to call first last call so that Jimmy can get home at a respectable hour. Right, Jim?
Yep.
See? 9 games and scored 9 goals. Wow. Negative 26 as a team. That's really bad. That is really bad. Yikes. Yeah, I'm going to go with that is probably the worst team that I've ever seen. And I remember when the Mighty Ducks started playing. And I'm a Sabres fan. Those are some bad teams. No bueno. All right, second last call and third last call, final last call. Otherwise, we will pick up tomorrow where we have left off today, probably without the football talk and gearing back up into art as the beginning of the show had. Did I have another giveaway? What? Besides that one. I don't think I did. Dangle's like, no football talk. I'll see you next week then. Dangle, didn't you beat me in our league? Aren't you coming off a victory against me? Need to sell a Monster Mash first. Yeah, Dangle's Berries beat Gibbs Me More Tacos 195.54 to 178.92. I've won 3 times. Don't lie to everybody. Dangle, what's your record? You're 4-6 or 4-5? I'm 4-6. Oh no, we're both 3-5. Wait, what? No. Yeah, we are both 3-5. We have the same record, you dolt. Uh, Chef's like, an early night would be good after my day. You had a bad day, man? I'm sorry to hear that. That's no bueno. Well, in that case, let me see if Babe is still going. I absolutely love Babe as a personality. She is just spectacular to talk to and listen to. She's a lot of fun. I hate to stop her painting. Eat some more chicken nuggies? Who had chicken nuggies today? Mira, did you have chicken nuggies today? Yeah, he did. He had chicken nuggies. No, I got a train run on me by the fire department today. Oh, no, I got to train with the fire department today. Oh, man. Oh, I missed. I missed. I didn't miss. I miss my training. I loved all the firefighter training I got. Sapporo's like, TOSDC. TOS. Hey, listen, I just simply misread something. That's not my fault. I simply misread something. Yeah, I'll check that out on Discord. Firefighter training was actually one of the coolest things that I did in the service. I was a fireman. That was my secondary job. I was a machinist mate, which is the classification of firemen. And then on top of that, my specialized proficiencies were emergency medicine and chemical warfare scrub down, which basically means we don't care if you die. So I will end it there. We are going to interrupt Babe's painting with a raid. Excuse me, I burped. We all know and love Babe, and she is painting. Actually, she's rocking a very Bob Ross esque mountain right now, so she is in line with her training. By the way, before I go, before I tell you how much I love you, good night, Molly. If you haven't had the opportunity to listen to it, the Beatles have released the last song they're ever gonna release. It is called Now and Then. They said this is definitely going to be the last song because there are no surviving demos where George and John actually worked on the same piece. It started with a demo by John back in I think '78, and then George Harrison was messing around with it a little bit in I believe it was in the '80s or the early '90s. Said it was absolute rubbish after he added a few riffs to it, and Paul and Ringo have picked up the pieces, were able to extract John's voice from the original recording, lay over the recording tracks from George Harrison, redid the drums, while Paul did a slide guitar tribute to George, since George didn't do much more than a few riffs. Yeah, it was good stuff.